Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for our Final Expense Monthly Monday. My name is Matt Alina, and I'm one of the marketers here at URL. And the first Monday of every month, we discuss nothing but final expense. And the whole premise or the whole idea behind this webinar is to help everybody kind of congregate around the central idea or a way to grow your final expense business. If you're purchasing leads, how do you make more on those leads? How do you grow your business? How do you gain referrals? And so on. And it's also a way for everybody to kind of share some of their challenges and some of their successes in the final expense marketplace. For those of you who are new to URL, or maybe you're not in the market for final expense right now, or you're not selling final expense right now, this will give you an idea of what we do. And then we do have other webinars throughout the year that kind of go into company specifics. So as people are starting to sign on to the webinar, there is a toolbar, and this is kind of an interactive webinar where we want to hear from you. We want to know if you have any questions. We also want to know what kind of challenges and successes you're having in the field. This is a way for you to share those ideas. And also, throughout the month, you can always call me and discuss your own particular challenges and successes. So let me get into this thing. But we do have a toolbar on the right-hand side of your screen. It's where you type questions. You can ask any questions. You can make comments. And at the end of the slides here, we will read those questions and comments out loud and try to answer any of those questions that you have. So here's a brief agenda of what we try to do. And the other thing about our final expense monthly Monday meetings, we try to keep these under 30 minutes. We know that time is valuable. Time is our greatest commodity. And so kind of share some information with you and then get on with the day. So today's agenda, we're going to discuss final expense sales here at URL. We'll also discuss our final expense lead program. I'll have some sales tips, and then we'll open it up for an open forum to find out what you're going through in terms of your final expense sales, or if you have any questions, I'll try to get those answered for you. Our final expense carrier portfolio is growing, and we'll discuss a new carrier that we're adding on to our final expense portfolio. We now have 16 different final expense carriers now. That goes from guarantee issue all the way to a level benefit plans. So guarantee issue companies are companies like AIG and Gerber, and then those are the guarantee issue programs, and there's a few others. National Guardian's another one that has it, and a couple others. And then your level plans that go from American Continental to Foresters, Transamerica, Mutual of Omaha. The list goes on and on. If you've been to our website in the past, you'll know that we've updated it. This is what our current website looks like at urlinsgroup.com. So we've kind of moved things around a little bit, updated a few things, added a little some pizzazz, if you will. And you'll find that when you go to the Aries section of our website and you log in, you can then go to departments, life markets, and then quoting tools, and then it'll take you to this menu. You'll click on final expense. This is an opportunity for you to kind of have rates at your fingertips. Instead of using rate books where you have to do all the calculations, you can go to our final expense quote engine. On the left-hand side of this page, it's going to show you just state, the date of birth of the client, male, female, and it just kind of gives you an opportunity to put in the client's information. On the right-hand side, you'll see what it basically, the website does the shopping for you and shows you the best rates that are available for that particular client. You can do it from a level benefit to a graded or modified benefit, all the way down to guarantee issue. So it does all the shopping for you. Now let me talk a little bit about our lead program. You have 2 lead options if you're interested in purchasing leads. Actually, there's a third one, and I'll get into that here in just a minute. The first option would be mailers. Those are $29 a lead, and they're exclusive leads. These are leads that you're paying for. You have a defined sales territory. Minimum lead order is 20 leads. You are guaranteed to get 20 leads. Now, these leads are yours. They are never resold. So this is, and you have your own exclusive defined territory. So in Pennsylvania, URL is located in Dauphin County, which is Harrisburg, and that's Dauphin County, Pennsylvania. So if you wanted to be in Dauphin County, you would get Dauphin County or some of the collar counties. The other lead option are teleleads at $19 a lead with a 20 lead minimum order. The more leads that you order for the telemarketed leads, the cheaper it gets. Again, these are exclusive leads as well. You have your own defined sales territory, and they are never resold. You actually have your own login so that you'll be able to retrieve your leads, and you'll be able to make any notes on there as well. Now, one of the things that we do here, whether you're doing mailers or teleleads, is we do subsidize your lead costs based on your production. I'll get into that here in just a couple minutes. But here's where, if you take a look at the map of the United States, and just want to show you some of the areas where we have a lot of leads, or where if you wanted to order leads, where you're going to find a large concentration of those leads. You're going to find that if any of you on the call today are in Ohio, the Cuyahoga County area, which is Cleveland, that whole metropolitan area is chock full of leads. There's tons of leads, not enough agents to work them. So if you're in Ohio, give that a try. We do have quite a few leads in northeastern Pennsylvania, all the way down into the Philadelphia market, as well as Pittsburgh and the collar counties around there. So there's some great opportunities there, as well as south central Pennsylvania, Dauphin County, as well as Lancaster County, York, Adams. There's quite a few lead opportunities there. Then when you get into the Maryland, D.C. area, there's a ton of leads there as well. So there's some great opportunities. If any of you on the call are interested in ordering leads, whether they're telemarketed leads or they are mailers, there's a number of leads available. Let me know, and I can get you in there. Again, it's first come, first served. So the first agents in those counties, once an agent takes a county, that county is taken off the board. So just wanted to let you know about that. Here's an example of what our lead card looks like. And we don't do these leads in-house here. We actually use a vendor outside of URL. We've used different vendors before. This has been our most successful lead vendor because they actually define where it is a true, this is for life insurance. A lot of times people think that they're getting a free life insurance benefit from the state. This actually mentions that it is life insurance for a tax-free benefit. But there are some costs that are there, and it's to help cover funeral expenses. So just some information there, and it comes back with the client's name, their address, their phone number, the age of the client if they are married, what the spouse's age is and what their name is. Some people will take these lead cards and actually go door to door and introduce themselves, and then there are some people that will make phone calls and book appointments, and we do have sales scripts for both scenarios, whether it's making appointments, how to make an appointment over the phone, and we also have scripts for what to say when you go door to door, or what you say when you're actually at that client's kitchen table. Now, one of the things that people have to understand when you're purchasing leads, here's some tips on leads. For greater success, you do want to target lower income areas. Be familiar with the territory that you're ordering these leads from. If somebody has money in the bank, they probably are not in the market for final expense. Sometimes they are, but not always. A $10,000 or $15,000 funeral is not going to set set them back a ton of money. They'll still be able to maintain their family will still be able to maintain their current style of living. You want to target areas where people, it sounds awful when you say this, but you want to target lower income areas. If people were to die today, their family would basically be setting up a GoFundMe page or passing a hat around the family and friends to try and pay for a basic funeral. Now, when you're ordering leads, you do want to be consistent. One lead order is not going to set you up for the opportunity to retire for the rest of your life. You have to be able to set a budget aside, a marketing budget, a lead budget aside on a monthly basis, and just be consistent about it. So if you order 20 leads, 30 leads, 40 leads a month, be consistent about it. You will see that it will reap rewards. It will reap benefits there. As I mentioned, we do have appointment setting sales scripts. You just have to ask for them. We'll give them to you. Partner with URL. We'll give you all the scripts and all the materials that you need. Now, we do have a free lead program available. Now, with our free lead program, there's two ways to do it. One is if you're currently in the final expense marketplace and you're tired of purchasing leads, URL will pay for leads, but you do have production requirements there. We've also partnered with a group that can help you with your own personal final expense sales. But what you're doing is you are taking a reduction in your commission, but your lead costs are going to be covered. To discuss more about the free lead program, feel free to give me a call. Our toll-free number is at the bottom of your screen at 800-926-8875. My extension is 141, and we can discuss that more on a one-on-one basis. But again, for greater lead success, target lower income areas, be consistent. The slow and steady wins the race every time. So again, for more details on leads and what we do here at URL with our leads, feel free to contact me. One other thing that I failed to mention, we do subsidize your leads. So based on your production, if you are a Gemini agent with URL, a Gemini producer is a producer that has consolidated all of their business under one roof, that roof being URL. And by doing that, we're going to give more back. So for every $1,000 of final expense production that you place each month on an annual basis, we will give you $80 to apply towards a lead order. For agents that are non-Gemini agents, we still subsidize your lead orders as well. So for every $1,000 of annualized premium that you place each month, we will give you $50 to apply towards your next lead order. So again, for more details on that, please give me a call, 800-926-8875, extension 141. We do have a ton of B leads that are available in pretty much just, they're scattered all over the place. The main areas are going to be Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia. That's where we have the majority of the leads, also in New Jersey. So if you are interested in ordering some B leads, you do not have to make a commitment. You can order them when you feel like it. Now let me give you the definition of what we consider a B lead. A B lead is a lead that is over 30 days old or older, that they're extra leads that have come in through the lead vendors that agents did not work. So you can get those leads. Now, one of the only requirement that we have is that you do have to be contracted with URL for some of our final expense carriers in order for us to give you those leads. But we do have a number of leads. Contact me with lead availability, and I'll let you know what we can do. We have a new carrier that we just we're bringing on board here with URL. It's called American Memorial, which is a part of Assurant. It's one and the same, basically. They offer level and graded benefit final expense plans. They will even underwrite younger people. When I say younger people, people under the age of 18 can also qualify for small whole life plans. So this is a new carrier. Keep your eyes open. We will be sharing some more information about this as soon as it becomes available. We just added them to our portfolio as of last week, so we're waiting for some marketing materials to come in so we can kind of discuss this product a little bit more. But this is a new company that's coming on board here with URL. For those of you who are currently in the Medicare race, you've got about another week, maybe 2 weeks left of the Medicare season, AEP open enrollment. But if you are a Medicare producer, back in the summer months, we shared this sheet with you, and it's I can help you with other services. This is a compliant way for you to be able to tell your Medicare clients that you do offer other services. Now, some people think that final expense is a little gimmicky, but you have to understand that final expense is life insurance designed for seniors, just like Medicare is health insurance designed for seniors in mind. But this is a compliant way for you to be able to go back to your client to revisit other areas. If it is a client that has money in the bank, they may be in a situation where they want to get a better return. Maybe they have money in a CD or a money market. They might be interested in doing an IRA rollover or CD alternative, which is an annuity. Some of the clients you'll find that if they're getting on these Medicare Advantage plans and they don't have a lot of money in the bank, like I said earlier, they may be folks that if they died today, their family is going to be responsible for trying to pay for a funeral, and they'll be taking up a collection. They are in the perfect market, that they're a perfect client for a final expense plan. And then you have some clients that want to preserve their estate, and they need long-term care insurance just in case they have a chronic illness that puts them into a nursing home or an assisted living facility. Money goes bye-bye real fast, and this is an opportunity. A long-term care plan can help protect that. But anyway, this sheet will help you with cross-selling. If you've been collecting these sheets throughout the course of AAP, great. Contact me here in the next week or so, and I'll tell you what the next steps are. Speaking of the next steps, we are coming up here in a couple weeks, December 14th and December 28th. We will be having a webinar. It is the post-Medicare AEP plan. Please register for this. This is going to share with you some turnkey marketing programs and marketing pieces that are available for you as a Medicare producer. And you don't have to necessarily be a Medicare producer, although this is really kind of designed to help with cross-selling, but there are some great marketing pieces that you'll find that would help you with your final expense sales, regardless of where you're getting your leads. So join us either December 14th or December 28th, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. You can register for it at our website at urlinsgroup.com. Again, it's the post-Medicare AEP plan. I hope to see each of you there. Now we're going to get into some final expense sales tips, and actually we have a couple of them that we want to share. If you do traditional life insurance, a lot of times you're selling a death benefit. You're talking to your clients and you're trying to determine how much insurance they need if they died, whether it's $250,000, $1 million, $500,000, wherever it is. And you're trying to determine, okay, they've got a mortgage that they have to pay, off, they have credit card debt, they have kids that are in school, or they need to pay for college, blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. With final expense, you have to understand that it is a budget-driven sale. So instead of selling a death benefit, you can explain to the client, people will think that, oh, I can't afford it. You can explain to your client that you have affordable plans to start for as little as $25 a month. So you ask them, how much can you comfortably afford? And understand that the more that they can spend each month, the more death benefit they'll be able to leave with their family when they pass away. So is it $25 a month? Is it $50 a month, $75 a month, $100 a month, or more? So instead of selling a death benefit, find out, ask them, how much can you comfortably afford, that where you're not taking any food off of the table, that type of thing, something that is budget friendly. So that's one way to do a final expense sales tip when you're talking to the client. Another angle is to give your client 3 choices. So you're sitting down and you're talking to the client and you say, I have a couple of options for you. What can you reasonably afford? And you write these rates down on a piece of paper. And you can say, okay, this is the amount for $10,000, $15,000, and $20,000, and let the client choose. Don't say anything, just sit back and let them kind of think things through. Now, psychologically, a lot of times people are going to take the plan in the middle. So as they're doing this, they'll just sit back and they may just say, okay, this is the one that I want. So $48.24 a month, and you explain, okay, for that amount of money, your family will get $15,000 upon your death. Now they have made a choice. It's kind of like going to McDonald's or something like that, where a client has the option of seeing the budget, and they're going. A lot of times they're just going to pick the one in the middle. So just some sales thoughts there. Let them choose what's going to work best for them. Let them choose, and the first person to speak loses or wins, for that matter. But you want the client to make that option. Okay, we're at that point in our presentation this morning to discuss some of the challenges and successes that you've been seeing. What are some of the questions that you have if you're not in the final expense marketplace? What are some of the things that you're on the fence about that you want to try out? Let me know. We want to know what's going on there for you. If you're ordering leads from us, how are these leads working out? What can we do to help you have greater success with your leads? What can we do to help you become successful in the final expense marketplace? If you're not doing final expense, what can we do to help you give it a try? There's a lot of money to be made. There's great opportunities with final expense sales. You're working with baby boomers and the seniors. This is a great opportunity for you out there, and we want you to be able to harness that opportunity. So as you're typing those questions, if you do have any questions or comments, I'd be happy to read those aloud. And while we're kind of wrapping things up here, on behalf of URL and the Life Markets team here, we do want to wish everyone here a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. Our next webinar for Final Expense Monthly Mondays, it's going to be Monday, January 8th, 2018. Can you believe it? I feel like we just started this. So again, it's going to be on Monday, January 8th. I don't see any questions or comments coming in so far. You can always contact me at the end of the presentations today. Be happy to answer any questions one-on-one, give you any one-on-one consultation as well on choosing carriers to finding the best carriers for you and your clients. So we look forward to working with you. Thank you very much for your partnership. We look forward to working with you for the rest of this year and all throughout 2018. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. And let me see if we got any questions coming in. Stephen, thank you. And thank you very much, folks, and we will talk to you soon. Any questions or comments, call us at 800-926-8875. My extension is 141, and my boss is Steve Clemens. He's at extension 132. We're here to help you in any way that we can, whether it's for final expense or traditional life. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your business, and we look forward to working with you on your next life case. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.